They threw a bomb through the window, miss. And that's how the fire started.
And that's just about it. I've explained to Mr. Keene that as his solicitor, I was not prepared to take any action at all without first obtaining counsel's opinion.
You've no idea who did it?
No, miss.
And the police?
No, they couldn't find out either. So what I want to know now is, do I have to pick the bill up for it, even though they've been paying my insurance all these years?
And what's the insurance company's attitude?
They won't commit themselves until they've made a full investigation.
Right, Mr. Keene, I think I have all I need. Your statement, the report of damage, and all your policies. I'll give a written opinion to Mr. Roper. It may take quite a long time to settle.
Thank you very much, miss.
I'll be in touch with you as soon as possible.
I'll come round any time you like. Anything I can do to help things along.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Peters.
Goodbye. Bombs, shifty looks. There's something more in this than Mr. Keene is telling us.
Yes, you're quite right. Sherry?
Thank you.
Of course, Keene's sticking rigidly to the immediate facts. But through various contacts in the town, I've managed to pick up the rest of the story.
Well, tell me, what does one have to do to have a bomb thrown through the window?
Oh, in Charlie Keene's district, not much. In this case, as far as I can see, nothing. But Charlie was out one evening with some friends. They had a couple of drinks and a game of poker. It was all quite enjoyable until the game broke up. And Charlie and his friends fell among villains. Not just ordinary crooks, some of the real heavy mob.
Had he won all their money?
No, and the game was friendly enough. Apparently, the trouble started as they were leaving the club. The manager had had a row with the owner, a thug named Jimmy Lucas, and there was a fight. Well, Lucas beat him up, properly, which is how he usually does things.
Was Keene involved in the fight?
No, but he saw it. He and his friends saw Lucas attack the manager with an iron bar.
Oh.
When the police arrived eventually, Lucas was gone, and the manager was taken to hospital.
And then?
The next morning, the manager named Lucas as his attacker, and Charlie Keene and his pals as witnesses.
A delicate situation for Charlie.
There's nothing delicate about Lucas. You're for him, or else. He and Charlie have known each other for years. He's one of the worst villains this city has ever seen.
Was Lucas arrested?
Oh, yes, he told the police he was miles away, but they've charged him.
GBH?
Attempted murder.
On Keene's evidence?
No, Charlie gave the police a statement, but he wouldn't identify Lucas. You'd have thought he tapped his way round with a white stick. Never saw a thing.
Then why the bomb? Insurance?
To make sure Charlie wouldn't talk. Lucas didn't know how much Charlie might have said to the police, and more important, of course, what he'd say if they put him into the witness box.
And nobody saw who threw it?
It was in the small hours business premises.
Were there any other witnesses to the fight?
Yes, 3 or 4, but Jimmy Lucas is our local Al Capone. Witnesses aren't going to come forward unless they're quite certain he'll be put away.
I suppose it's interesting to know the background, but I don't see how we could use it if Keene himself is playing dumb.
It's the rules. Their code. Don't get involved, don't help the police, and don't ever drop anybody in it.
Same old story. Honor among thieves. They'll all keep quiet and Lucas will get off. The Lucases of this world get off far too often.
The magistrates won't wear another remand. They say the case has already been remanded for 4 weeks. They're going to get a bit fed up with more the inquiries are being made. If we want to put Lucas where he belongs, we've got to come up with something quick.
What are you worried about, sir? The victim identified Lucas loud and clear.
Do you think he'll say the same thing once he gets in the witness box? No, I need more insurance than that.
How much time have we got?
None, really. 2 witnesses have already disappeared. If we don't come up with some more evidence pretty quick, we'll be thrown out at the next hearing.
So what now?
Oh, Keene's a bit dodgy after that bomb. I think we'll have another little chat with Freddie Watson. Morning, Mr. Watson.
How are you, Superintendent?
Mustn't grumble. You're looking well.
I'll look after myself. Come inside.
Oh, yeah. Just thought I'd have a little chat with you about Lucas.
I've told you all I can about that.
All? 3 words. I saw nothing. I'm afraid we'll have to bother you with it again, Mr. Watson. Now, Marshall and O'Brien, have you seen them recently?
No.
Oh, how long since?
Oh, well over a week. Done a bunk, have they?
We'll find them.
That's what I like about you, Sergeant. Your confidence. But your witnesses seem to be getting a bit thin on the ground.
Perhaps they're allergic to bombs.
Perhaps.
In the meantime, there are 1 or 2 points in Marshall's statement and O'Brien's that need to be covered. I'd like you to tie up a few loose ends for me.
Don't see how I can help you anymore.
Perhaps Charlie Keene can. Perhaps that bomb's jogged his memory. It's nasty business, that, you know. Good job nobody was hurt.
Accident. Charlie's got no enemies?
With Charlie's mates, who needs enemies? Anyway, if Charlie Keene can't help us, perhaps your son can.
Now you can leave him right out of it. I don't want him mixed up in this.
I should have thought he was already mixed up in it. Look, we don't want to pressure him, but we know he was there that night, playing poker with you and Charlie Keene.
Well, he can't help you either. He's told you all he knows.
He's told us what you told him to tell us.
Didn't know he had any dogs here?
Yes. Can't be too careful, you know. Some young tearaway might fancy his chance breaking in.
It couldn't be because you've been threatened, could it?
Now, who'd threaten me? What for?
Who'd sling a bomb at Charlie Keene's place? Now, you know that if Lucas as much as thought that Charlie Keene was going to say the wrong thing, he'd sling a bomb. The same would go for you and for your son, Terry.
Now, my boy's done nothing wrong.
Neither had Charlie Keene. Well, I'm glad everything's fine, but some villains can do some funny things, as you well know. Particularly villains like Lucas, when there's a chance of them going down for life. Just watch your step, Fred. Just tell your lad we'll be in to see him.
Well, that was a bit of a waste of time.
You may be right. Fred Watson's a hard nut to crack. Like thousands of them. They can smell a copper coming round here. They don't like us. Well, Lucas and the others can always depend on that. No, Watson won't crack. And Lucas knows it.
Charlie Keene, then? Go and see him if you like. Don't give you much hope, though. No, I think Watson's son's our best chance. He's straight, not crooked, no record. Well, his father saw to that. That's why he's worried about him now. Now, I'd have a go at the son. Not too hard, though.
Sometimes I think the best way to sort this town out is to send the chief constable on holiday and get in and mix it with a dozen heavy coppers.
Oh, they just love that. Persecution, intimidation. They'd crucify you before you could say rules of evidence. Me alongside you, I shouldn't wonder. No, I'd go quietly, nice and easy. I think I'd start with Watson's son.
Never mind about that. If he doesn't want to see me, he can tell me himself.
It's most irregular.
Don't worry about irregular. I'm going in.
Appointment.
Mr. Roper, Frederick Watson. Remember me? It's been over 10 years.
Of course.
Now, I'm sorry I didn't make an appointment, but this is urgent.
All right, Janet.
I want to see your young lady.
Young lady?
Yeah, the one Charlie Keene's got working on his insurance. She works for you, doesn't she?
Not exactly. Miss Peterson's a barrister, and a very busy one.
I want to see her.
Tell me what your problem is. Perhaps I can help.
What you got there, Terry?
45. I'll have to get the rest tomorrow.
Okay. It's real hard man's gear. That's if you still want me to get it, of course.
Well, I don't know. They've not phoned again. Perhaps they'll know I've sent Margaret and the boy away where no one can get at them.
And they'll lay off. Come off it, mate. They won't lay off until Lucas is certain you'll sing the right tune.
Still, it's been 3 days.
They won't lay off. Bet you $1 it's them.
Hello?
Hello, is that you, Terry?
Terry Watson speaking.
Hello, Terry. Just phoning to remind you of our little chat we had last weekend. Hey, are you listening, Terry?
No, look, you listen to me for a change. No, stop it. I've had enough. Stop it. Stop threatening me. Well, I might remember what I did see instead of what I'm supposed to have seen. So just get off my back, you bastard, and stay off.
Oh, now, look, Terry, just one thing. I'd like you to take a look at the front door. Just a little reminder. Think of Margaret when you do take a look at it. I mean, she's a lovely girl, is Margaret.
What's up?
They said they'd left a little reminder at the front door, and I should think of Margaret when I go and look at it. Jesus.
It's acid.
Evening, Mr. Watson.
Evening.
I'm glad I caught you at home, so I wanted to have a word. It wouldn't take a minute. Sergeant Andrews, CID.
Come in.
It's about the Lucas case, sir. You know Marshall and O'Brien?
Yes.
It appears they've left the neighborhood. I was hoping you might know where we could reach them, sir.
No, I'm sorry, I don't. I've only met them a couple of times.
I saw your father earlier today. He said the same. We may require you to make a more detailed statement now, sir.
So?
There are no plans on leaving, I suppose.
Leaving?
Leaving the neighborhood. If you do plan on going away, I'd be obliged if you'd leave an address where we can contact you, sir. I wouldn't want to lose you, too.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Right, sir. I won't delay any longer. Just wanted to tell you to expect a call from the superintendent and to ask about Marshall and O'Brien. If you do see them, ask them to get in touch with me. They know where. Is he a close friend of yours, sir?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? We met a bit ago when I was working on the buildings.
Is he staying here, then?
Yeah, for a few days. My wife's away.
I see. I'd watch what company I kept if I were you, sir. You're using a very powerful stripper on this. It's eating the paint right off. Good night, sir.
So do you still want me to get him? Or shall I forget it?
No, you were right. Lucas won't lay off. I was bloody mad to think he would.
Okay. I'll go and have a word with Chopper. See how soon we can get him. All right?
Two children with a drunken slut of a mother. The appeal went on and on and on. I thought we'd never get through in time. Thank God the children will be with their father. Sugar?
3.
Now tell me about Frederick Watson.
He's a friend of Charlie Keene's. He and his son were there the night the Lucas trouble started.
Really? Not another bomb?
No. Watson wants to talk to you about his son. He's got a bit of a thing about the lad. He's kept him out of trouble, which is no mean feat in itself in that circle. And he wants to go on keeping him out of trouble.
Is there a Mrs. Watson?
She was a local girl. Watson married her when he was stationed up here. She died 9-10 years ago. Since then, Watson has been a very straight character.
Although when it comes to giving evidence, I suppose he too was looking the other way, like Keene.
That is being straight, according to Fred Watson. Ah, it'll be him. Hello, Mr. Watson. Come in. This is Miss Peterson.
How do you do, Mr. Watson?
How do you do?
Please sit down. Oh, Mr. Rope has outlined your problem to me, but I'd like to hear it in your own words.
That's his record, sir.
Ah. Oh, yes, I remember him. He has been a naughty boy, hasn't he? You say he's living in the flat with young Watson?
Yeah, Watson's wife and baby are away, sir.
So Watson has a grade 8 tearaway as a lodger, his wife and baby are away, someone has to go out the door with acid, and you say Watson's worried?
I'd say terrified.
I like it. I'd be inclined to keep my eye on things for a few days, if you've got enough men, that is.
We're a bit short, sir, but we can manage.
Good. Arrange it then. Oh, put someone good on it, will you? Someone who knows what he's about, not one of the new boys. I don't want Martin to know, but I don't want any coppers hurt, either.
Well, now they've lost their other two witnesses, Marshall and O'Brien, the police are saying that we'll have to make a more detailed statement. Can they do that?
If the police think you know more than you've told them, they'll keep on at you until you give them what they want.
Now, if it's my son they ask for, can you go with him, like, be there when he makes a statement?
Well, that's not my function, Mr. Watson. But if it's what you want, Mr. Roper can arrange for a solicitor to be present at any such interview.
Good. That's fixed then. But what can you do to stop them calling my boy, or make sure that it's me that goes in the box? Now, I don't care what it costs.
I hope I misunderstand you, Mr. Watson. Otherwise, we appear to be drifting towards a conspiracy. I don't think that can be what you have in mind.
There's nothing Miss Peterson or I can do to prevent your son or you being called to give evidence or being asked to make a further statement. I'm afraid you must accept that they call the tune.
Yes, and we damn well danced to it. Well, there's no law can force me to say I saw something if I didn't, and that goes for my boy, too.
Mr. Watson, the police, if they choose, can be very difficult indeed. You or your son will have to answer their questions.
Okay. Now, just supposing we do know more than we say. Do you know what would happen if we got up and told the truth? You can take your pick. A thorough going over by the experts, a little acid, a bomb.
I believe you, Mr. Watson. But I can only help you with problems involving the law. I can't do anything about personal violence.
I suppose you'd get up and talk and never mind what happened afterwards. But then they don't throw bombs at one another where you live, do they?
No, Mr. Watson, they don't.
Who is it?
Well, that's me.
Dad. Do you fancy a beer?
No, thanks. Can't stop. Police been round?
CID last night. I told you on the phone. Why?
Well, I've been thinking it over. The superintendent knows that I'm not going to help him, and neither would Charlie Keene. So I reckon it's down to you. You put the pressure on. Try and trick you.
I'll be careful.
Yeah. Well, I've arranged for a solicitor to be present any time the cops want to talk to you.
Now, look, Dad,
It's okay. It's your right to have your lawyer there if you want.
Okay, if you want me to.
Now, look, you're letting it get you down.
Look, I'm scared. I don't mind admitting it.
Now, look, you'll be all right. Now, just say nothing, then nobody can touch you.
Okay.
Lucas or the cops.
Okay, don't worry.
No more phone calls?
Last night's was enough. That and the acid. It's a good job Margaret was away. I phoned her. She said she's staying away till after the court case.
Good idea. Martin staying?
Yeah. I'd rather have someone around. Dave's all right.
Is he? You keep your eye on him. Well, I've got to be off. Now, don't forget to call Roper in the morning. I've written down his number here.
Okay.
Good here.
Bye, Dad.
And he went straight back to young Watson's place, eh?
Left the cafe, drove straight back there fast, no stops on the way. Thomas was on him. He's been relieved, he's on his way back here now.
And you're quite positive about the money?
Yes, sir. Martin handed it over, Chopper counted it, onto the table, he passed over the box. Martin came out, and back to the van, he opened the box.
Right.
Thomas only caught a glimpse, sir, but he's certain what was in it.
Easy as falling off a log. If you got the right contacts, that is.
Are you sure nobody saw you?
Come on, son. What's the matter? Do you think I'm green or something? Come on. You'll feel a lot better with one of these in your hand. And if Lucas sends his lads round again, we're all tooled up ready.
Dave, if it came to it, you wouldn't actually shoot anyone, would you?
We've got company. Let's give him a surprise.
Hello?
Miss Peterson,
Speaking?
Howard Roper here.
Oh? What is it?
I'm sorry to call you at this hour, but I've just had an urgent call from Frederick Watson. His son's in trouble. He's been arrested and he's up before the magistrates in the morning.
Shades of Lucas?
Could be. Look, I'd like you to be in court if you can possibly make it.
If you think it's important, I'll do my best, but I can't make any promises. I shall probably have to spend half the night on the phone rearranging my schedule.
Thanks. See you then.
Guns. What could you have been thinking of? And that's exactly what everyone's going to ask.
Look, miss, it's all very well for you
What
to
are they
go-
doing about Martin?
He's got more form than a Derby winner. He's a prohibited person.
Well, then he can never, ever have a gun under any circumstances. Who's the prosecutor today?
They haven't got a lawyer. It'll be Superintendent Vincent. Ah, there he is now.
I have no objection to a remand, but I would ask for bail.
Have the police any objections?
Yes, sir.
Still all right, Superintendent?
Ah, thank you, sir. We oppose bail for both accused because of the serious nature of the offence and because further charges may be preferred. There are other investigations to be carried out.
Terence Watson is a man of good character.
So far as I'm aware, yes.
Will you take it from me, Superintendent, that he has no conviction of any offence whatsoever and has never before appeared in any court of law?
Yes, miss.
Do you have any reason to believe that he will abscond or fail to answer this charge?
No.
He is a man in permanent employment with a home, wife and family well established in this city.
Yes, miss.
Do you have any reason to believe that he will interfere with your investigations?
Well, it's a very difficult and complicated case, miss.
Please answer the question, Superintendent.
No, miss.
Thank you. The police have not been able to put forward any legitimate reason for opposing bail. My client is a man of some means, and there are substantial sureties available.
Have you anything to say to the magistrate? I want bail and all.
Miss Peterson, we have noted carefully all that you have said, but this is a very serious charge. You will both be remanded in custody until this day week.
Court will rise.
You handle that pretty well, sir?
Think so? Have to watch her very carefully.
Superintendent.
Oh, see you later.
Will you be ready to go ahead in a week?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's really quite simple, and with Martin's record.
But you're not representing him, Miss Peterson.
I couldn't possibly. There's too much conflict.
And what does that mean?
You can't bracket those two young men together. Martin was obviously the ringleader. He's a prohibited person, isn't he?
I was thinking about conspiracy. I think they're about to start a war.
Ridiculous. You'll never be able to prove it.
I'll have a damn good try, though. Unless you can give me a very good reason not to.
Are you suggesting some sort of a deal?
On the up and up, of course. Nothing improper. The best way to convince me that Watson is the innocent victim of circumstance is to get him to come clean on the Lucas case.
If he testifies for you against Lucas, you'll go easy on the gun business.
Something like that.
I'll talk to him. No guarantees.
I'm glad I've bumped into you, Mr. Watson. To say how sorry I am to hear about the situation your son's in.
Hello.
You've forgotten me. Hilda Matthews, we met at Aintree a year ago.
I'm sorry, I couldn't place you right away.
I was with Jimmy Lucas. Jimmy'd like to be remembered to you. He speaks of you often, whenever I visit him, in fact. And your son, poor boy, but then carrying guns is wicked. The police don't like it. Neither does Jimmy. I hope you'll see that your son doesn't do anything foolish, like talking to the police. Jimmy wouldn't like that either.
Sorry to hold you up. Shall we go?
Yeah. Right little darling, isn't she? This is a fine mess, isn't it, eh? Never thought I'd see you in here.
I know.
Why the bloody hell didn't you come to me? Martin, wasn't it?
No, it was me. I asked him to get the guns. I didn't know where to go about it. But I asked him to get them and I paid for them. I was fed up with the threats.
You should never let them think you wouldn't do the right thing. It wouldn't be this bother. As it is, well, they think you're very dodgy. Me as well.
Oh, I'm sorry I dropped you in it. Now, to tell you the truth, I haven't thought much about Lucas since I've been here. That's a problem for when I get out, if I get out.
You'll be all right. They're working on it. Robert says Miss Peterson's very good.
Oh, you'd need to be. Vincent says I could get up to 14 years if they threw in all the charges they could.
Never. Can't do it.
Oh, yes, he can. He can. Should have told him all about the Lucas thing in the first place and taken the chances.
He's not trying to get you to do a deal, is he?
Yes, at least Miss Peterson says so.
Well, don't listen. And if you had told him about Lucas, do you know where that would have got you?
No, I don't. That's just it. I don't know. I might have been labelled grass or something, or whatever you call it these days, but... Oh, forget it. I'm in here now, and all I want to do is get out.
If only you'd listened to me.
Dad, I've been listening to you all my life. Till I don't know whether I'm making up my own mind about things or doing what you do. Do this, don't do that, that's right, that's wrong. Why? Because you say so. Now, for the first time, it really matters. It didn't before that night. At first, I thought you were right not to get involved. But it wasn't a question of telling the truth or lying. I wasn't worried about that. But afterwards, I kept thinking about that poor sod Lucas beat up. I kept seeing him with that iron bar and putting the boot in. You saw it too.
Yeah, and then forgot about it quick. It's the best thing to do, even when it was happening.
Look, what if it had been you they were beating up and we hadn't got there in time?
Look, there's ways of dealing with Lucas without going to the cops, Terry.
Yes, but they're your ways. Do you know, after I denied it all to the coppers, I felt ashamed. I think even Charlie did. But he got a bomb, I just got frightened. And then a phone call started. 2 or 3 times a night, first to me and then to Margaret. She was terrified, but she didn't have any doubts. She wanted me to tell the truth. And you kept saying, keep quiet, and I kept listening like always.
Look, all I've ever tried
just
to
you
do
let me
is
finish, just so we know where we stand. All you did was keep on about not shopping your mates. Mates. Bombs, acid, and you call them mates. You and your bloody unwritten law, I must have been mad. That may be all right for you, Dad, but leave me out. Those rules are over. Dead, like bloody Kipling. It was all right at school, didn't matter there. But the only other place where your rules could apply is right here in the nick. So let me be. All I want to do is get out of here. If you can help me do that, fine. But just don't do me any more favours, please.
Glad I bumped into you, Fred. As a matter of fact, I came out looking for you. Cheers.
Yeah, what for?
There's a lot of chat going on about Terry. We were all surprised.
Were we, Charlie?
Sure, I mean, we didn't think he had it in him. He'd shoot us. I mean, there's only one way you can figure that one out. Terry's got it in for someone. And certain people got worried. But I said to them, I've known Fred Watson and his lad for years. I said, they're okay. They're as good as gold, I said.
Did you, Charlie? And who did you say that to?
To Lucas. I went to visit him today. First of all, he didn't worry. He laughed. He said, so the kid's got some guts after all, he said. But the bogies can be tricky, Fred. And they've got Terry where they can put the pressure on. I hope he doesn't decide to take the easy way out of trouble. You know, things aren't good. And frankly,
We're being very frank today, aren't we, Charlie?
Look, don't be so touchy, Fred. I know how you feel, but Lucas is needled.
Okay, so Lucas has got you in his pocket? He knows I'm all right?
What about Terry?
Terry's a big boy now, and I've always tried to bring him up right. And I've told him to keep his mouth shut.
Good. That's the way it should be. Look, I like the lad, Fred. And if I could help...
Yeah, I'll tell the lawyers. They want someone to give him a character reference, and it can't be me. You know, help in court, perhaps. You know what it's like.
Sure, I do. So I can tell Lucas that Terry will be sensible.
You must tell Lucas whatever you think is best. I don't know what Terry's going to say when that question comes up. He's got enough on his plate without that. He's fed up with threats, though, Charlie. So am I. And you can tell Lucas that from both of us. Cheers.
I don't think you need worry too much about the superintendent's threat to bring up conspiracy.
Yes, but what if he does?
We'll meet that when it arises, not before. Now, I want to know all about Lucas, Martin, the guns, everything.
Will I have to say it in court?
I don't know yet. This is a serious charge. If the police can prove you were in possession of the gun, or guns, that is enough. Mere possession.
So that it?
Unless you wish to say the police were lying.
No, miss.
Or the guns were not in your possession, only in Martin's.
No, that wouldn't be true either. We did it together.
Ah, it looks like a plea of guilty.
What do I get?
That depends. If things go wrong, you could get the maximum.
How much is that?
3 years. But if you're tried before the magistrates, And if I can make a convincing speech in mitigation that you were genuinely in fear of your life, I may be able to get the case treated very differently. But first, you must tell me the true story, the whole story.
See that they go in the post this evening, please, Janet.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about the other stuff. Do it in the morning. Unless there's anything that you want, Miss Peterson.
No, thank you. Oh, I'm all finished here except for Terry Watson tomorrow. It's been a busy week.
It has. You know, I'm still not quite sure about calling Charlie Keene as a character witness. His record's worse than Martin.
Well, he's been straight for the past 15 years, not even an arrest. And who knows better than Keene what it's like to be threatened by the Lucas gang?
You mean you'll go further than character?
I shall have to.
I agree. Yes, I see. Watson Senior's here and wants a word. All right, Janet, show him in. Good night. Come in, Mr. Watson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Working late?
How are you, Mr. Watson?
All right, thank you.
You were just finishing. Please sit down.
Thanks. I popped in to see Terry this afternoon, just take him a few things he wanted, in case he's still there tomorrow night.
I hope that tomorrow night you'll be able to buy your son a drink in your local.
You reckon you can do it?
We're very hopeful, Mr. Watson.
Good. Are you going to mention the other case, Lucas?
I shall have to refer to it.
Yes, Terry said you might, but you'll take it easy.
The unwritten law again?
Miss Peterson, I don't know much about your law. I know it's written down in books and you know it inside out. That's what you're paid for, so you deal with the law. But I know all about the other law, all right, the unwritten law, as you call it. And I know when it gets broken or bent, and the penalties are just as rough.
Mr. Watson, for me, for most people, and that includes your son, there is only one law, the law he's broken. Now, it's my job to prevent him going to prison. That's what you're paying me for. The issues are quite clear to your son, to me, to everyone, it seems, except you. You can't have two laws, or three, Mr. Watson. You can only have one.
All right, miss, but remember, some cures are worse than the disease, and you say the wrong thing, you may get him off. But then Lucas will really take care of one of us, and it'll be your fault. You'll be responsible. Not Terry, not me. You. Now, you're doing the talking. Think about it.
If you really think there is that sort of risk, you must go to the police and ask them...
Ask them for protection now. Come off it. We've been through all that. They'll be looking the other way until one of us does a deal, and we're not going to. You can't have it both ways either. Now, forget about the police. You know what the score is. You're in the middle. And you better make very sure you say the right thing tomorrow in court. Otherwise, Terry and me's in dead trouble.
You're not going to let the magistrate. What do you want me to do? Quarter session's assizes through the book. I want Lucas. To get him, I need Terry Watson's evidence. It's a hard line. Leaning on him didn't work. So now I'll show him what a reasonable man I can be.
But they can still put him away.
That depends on how good Miss Peterson is. Come on.
Mr. Keene, have you had 7 convictions involving dishonesty and violence?
Yes, miss.
And were you at one time part of the local underworld?
Yes.
Would it be right to say that 15 years ago you gave up all criminal activity and since then you've had no trouble with the police?
Yes, miss.
Do you know Terence Watson?
Yes, miss. I've known him since he was a boy of 6 or 7 years old.
Will you tell the magistrate something about the Watson family?
I've known Fred Watson for years. I used to see him and his wife, Terry's mum and dad, I mean, quite often. I did time with his father once. He's straight now. He's brought Terry up since his mother died, and he's always looked after him.
He has never, to your knowledge, been in any kind of trouble.
No, miss. Not with the police. The odd prank or so at school.
And when he left school?
I offered him a job, his first job. He worked for me for about 18 months. He was a very good worker. I had no complaints. And then he decided to leave, to better himself, so we parted company.
But you've continued to see him and his father ever since.
Yes, miss.
I was at his wedding. I often see him and his father, evenings.
For a drink, a chat, a game of cards, the usual social contact between friends.
Yes, miss.
Mr. Keene, I should like to turn to recent events. A few weeks ago, did something happen which caused Terence Watson grave concern?
Yes, miss.
Will you tell their worships what it was?
Will you please answer the question, Mr. Keene?
He was being threatened.
To what extent?
How do you mean, miss?
Do you know, as a fact, that Terence Watson went in fear of physical violence, or even his life?
Yes, miss.
What happened to make him think that way?
He was getting telephone calls and somebody'd on his door with acid.
Do you have any reason to doubt that that was why he was in possession of a gun?
No, miss. That's why he had it all right.
And apart from this one incident, you've never known him to do anything wrong or criminal?
No, miss. Not Terry.
Thank you, Mr. Keene. That's all. There is a natural sense of revulsion experienced by the ordinary citizen in our society when he is suddenly exposed to firearms or the other weapons of violent crime. The occasions when this happens to the man in the street are fortunately few, at least in this country. Gang warfare, beatings, extortion, these things are not yet commonplace in our lives. Nonetheless, this city has more than its due share of violence. It has been likened to the Chicago of the old days. Your worships have heard that my client has always been a blameless character. An ordinary man, hard-working, engaged upon the pursuits and problems of everyday life, happily married, with a son a year old. To him, as indeed to most people, the criminal world was something he wanted no part of. Yet through no fault of his own, he was dragged into it. The events leading up to his appearance here today began ordinarily enough. A pleasant evening spent with his father and an old friend of the family. But that evening ended in disaster when they witnessed a man being attacked and viciously beaten up. The details need not and must not concern this court, except to say that since then my client has been the victim of a systematic campaign of intimidation, as a result of which he went in fear for his life and the lives and well-being of his wife and child. What man can stand by when his wife is threatened with acid, or when a friend in a similar situation has a bomb exploded on his premises? His reaction, which you may feel to be quite natural under the circumstances, was instinctive. Self-preservation and the safety of those dear to him. He has maintained that he simply wanted to defend himself, and it has not been suggested that the gun found in his possession was there for any other purpose. A man has the right to defend himself in his home, but he must do it in such a way as not to conflict with the law. My client, when violence was brought into his home, in a moment of desperation decided to fight fire with fire. How many of us could claim that faced with such circumstances we would have reacted differently? He knows and admits that he acted unwisely, and I would ask the court to consider the extreme pressure which was brought to bear upon him.
And our powers are not sufficient. We are therefore committing you to the next quarter sessions for sentence. Terence Watson, you have pleaded guilty to this serious charge. At first, we were minded to send you to prison for the maximum period, but we have listened very carefully to all that has been urged in your behalf by your learned counsel, and we have been persuaded that we may give you a chance. We shall impose upon you a fine of £25.
Water rise. I hope you know you've done this. I'm not worried about myself. It's what'll happen to the Watsons that bothers me.
Charlie.
Did you know about this?
No. I left it to her. She got him off, and I'm glad about that.
It's about all you've got to be thankful for. They all thought you'd let him go down for a bit. Not that you'd,
That I'd what? Do a deal with the cops? Is that what you think?
No, not me, Fred. But the others will think it. I know where I stand. But what about you?
I'm all right.
Yeah. Sitting on the fence. But be careful how you get down because it's got spikes on it. Tell your lad to be careful and all.
He doesn't listen to me anymore.
Yeah, and try telling Lucas that. That's if ever you get near enough to him to say it. Goodbye, Fred.
I look forward to hearing from you about the insurance, then.
Thank you, Mr. Roper. I'm very grateful.
No, don't thank me. It was Miss Peterson who did it.
Thank you, Miss Peterson.
I'm glad it ended well. I'm sorry I had to bring up the intimidation aspect, but it was the only way.
I know. I understand that now. You were quite right to do it. It doesn't matter.
Are you still worried about Lucas?
Yes. So would you be if you knew what he was like. But I've made up my mind about it. Superintendent Vincent wants to see me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I like him.
Hmm.
Do you think I went too far? There won't be any trouble, will there?
No, as he said, you were quite right.
You were wrong. You were wrong bringing in all that business about the threats and putting Charlie Keane in the box.
I didn't spell out any names. That's what counts. Mr. Watson, your son could well have gone to jail. Did you want that?
Might have been better for him.
No, that's not true. You should know better than anybody what it would have done to him. And if you're telling me he'd have been safe from Lucas, you must also know they'd have no problem getting to him in jail where there's nowhere to run or hide. Now at least he's free with a chance. You hoped all along I'd get him off, and you knew I'd do it the only way I could. Any other counsel would have done the same. I don't think I was wrong.
I've arranged for a car to pick us up later. Shall we go across to the pub?
Well, thank God that lot's over. Savage has just got Lucas to face. Or do you think you're big enough to tackle him on your own now?
Oh, no, he's still there. I can feel him breathing down my neck.
Yeah. He's going to think you did a deal with the law. Spilt the lot to Vincent.
Well, I didn't. But I'm going to. Tell Vincent, I mean.
Yeah, thought perhaps you might. 2 more, please. Have you told Vincent you're going to play ball?
No, but I think he knows I will. He's just waiting.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Funny, it all seems to come his way in the end, too, isn't it? Thanks. That's all right. Better keep your head down for a bit.
Yeah, I'm going up to see Margaret.
Good idea.
Dad, you don't have to say anything about Lucas, do you? I mean, I can say I was on my own when I saw him beat up that bloke. Well, there's no sense in all 3 of us. You don't like me doing it, so if I say I was on my own, there's no need for you to get involved, or Charlie.
Thanks very much.
Now, look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to do what's right.
But what?
Well, everything I do seems to involve somebody else, and you can't make decisions for them.
No, you can't, but you told me that the other day. Don't do me any favors. Keep out of it. So I'm not making any more decisions for you. You've got to make them for yourself. Don't worry. Charlie and I'll work something up about Lucas. Come on, drink up one for the road.
No, thanks. I'm driving if you'll lend me your car.
Yeah, sure. Don't go mad.
Okay. Now that I've got form, I don't want to be picked up for anything as amateur as speeding.
Give my love to Margaret and the boy.
I'll be all right.
Don't forget the phone.
Oh, Superintendent.
Ah,